Right, we're at the BPM show and we're with the guys from Akai Professional with Alex, and we're looking specifically at a product that was released a week and a half ago called the MPC Renaissance. Now everybody will be familiar with the MPC units. Alex, I'd like you to explain what is great about this unit, what is innovative about it, and what it can do for people.
Sure. Well, obviously for the last 25 years, basically, the MPC has been a really, really important part of many, many hit records, whether it be house, techno, R&B, you know, urban, whatever you want to call, like different genres. What was so synonymous about the MPC was the fact that it was so cool to get grooves going so quickly. You can load in sounds very, very fast. You instantly got drum pads, which are really, really easy to sort of get going with. Now, obviously, we wanted to sort of build on that heritage. And what's really, really cool, we wanted to bring something that integrates totally with other people's systems. Now, obviously, a lot of users, I'm included, you know, you had many real Akai machines that they've had over the years. And basically, with sampling technology now sort of moving more toward the DAW, people are kind of going more into writing their rhythms and beats just in software, whereas there is still a really beautiful thing that happens when you interact with drum pads or using your hands or just using your ears and your mind rather than using a mouse and getting sucked into just using one piece of software. So we wanted to create something that was fresh, really, really fun and really, really cool, that builds on our MPC sort of legacy. So basically this is a controller and also an audio interface and a MIDI interface for our MPC software. Now the MPC software has been completely designed by us. We've got a new software development team who've been working on it for many, many years. And we didn't want to rush to it. We wanted to bring something to market which was just really, really cool, really, really fun to use. For those that are familiar with the MPCs, we wanted to keep it very much with the legacy unit. We've got the MPC 60 and 3000 transport and rotary. Very much our classic MPC screen with a bit of an updated blue. We've also got our vintage mode. Now, the vintage mode actually emulates the MPC 3000, the 16-bit sound, and the MPC 60, obviously, with the classic dirty 12-bit sound. We've left for maybe using it for expansion, but in particular the SP1200 emulation. So for hip-hop and like really nice sort of groovy sort of house and techno and stuff, you can really get very, very dirty quick. Obviously you've got the Q series, which those of you that use Ableton Live and APC 40, you'd recognise these encoders. Everything that you do is able to map instantly to these. So again, the controller really becomes at one with the software without having to mess around with mapping, loading it in. As soon as you install it, it's ready to go. So again, if I just show you on screen here, we're affecting the tuning on one of our instruments. Obviously on the back, if I can show you, you can come around to the side there. We've got two analog input here if you wanted to connect up, say, a microphone, or maybe you've got a guitar, a bass, or you want to sample hitting a dustbin or something, you can just straight away connect it, and then you can just sample, hit your record gain, go into your main. Here you go, sample record, and now you're ready aimed on screen and also on the actual screen here. You can see, here you can set things like your threshold and things like that, and instantly you can start sampling, which again, people that are really used to using like analog samplers and digital samplers, it's kind of keeping it very much the classic workflow. Next up on the input, output, you can also hook up a vinyl turntable, for example. For those of you that like sampling records, etc., you can literally hook it up. You've even got a ground there as well, so you don't get any horrible buzz. Straight away, you can sample very, very quickly. You've got 4 outputs. Your left and right output, which can go straight to your monitors, or if you wanted to go, say, to another EQ unit, or into your mixer or whatever, then you can straight away connect it there. It's also got an assignable output as well. So if you wanted to, say, record a bit of a very nice compressor that you own, or some sort of effects unit, you can go out there and then resample it back in very, very quickly. Now, obviously, one of the main things we wanted to still incorporate was the connectivity of other instruments. So we've got 4 output for MIDI and 2 input. So again, you can hook up, say, if you've got a classic Moog synth or a Juno or something, instantly hook it up, and then you can record it straight back in, or use it just to be able to control those synthesizers. You've also got digital connectivity as well, to hooking up, say, again, effects or to another sound card, etc. But the most important thing, we wanted to give a powered USB hub. Now, the powered USB hub is really, really cool because you can actually hook up any USB MIDI keyboard controller, and when you're actually using, like, say, a this software plugin, which we'll come to in just a minute, then it will actually let you play the keys if you'd rather play keys than using the pad. Okay, so as I was sort of going to say, this unit, obviously the MPC software, will quite happily run in any of your DAWs. So it was a VSTi audio unit and also RTAS. Yeah, so it will run standalone, but it will actually run quite happily in Logic, Keybase, Live, or Pro Tools. So we've kept all the major formats there ready to go, so it can instantly be integrated into your workflow with no problem. Now the really, really cool thing about it, and what I absolutely love, is the fact because we've done this total integration of the unit with the computer and the software that we've designed. Say you go into, let's create a new sample program. So again, you can just go into your MPC mode or whatever. Yeah, so basically, say you've got your pad, you've layered a kick drum, so you want to get a kick drum going very quickly. You assign the kick drum. You can browse your hard drive quite happily by just changing a few of the settings. You can go through many different sequences, WAV files, MP3 or whatever. You can easily browse and load it straight to the pad. Now, say you want to load up, you can layer up to sort of 4 separate hits straight onto a pad. Which is a really, really cool thing about that. If you like sculpting your kicks and stuff, if you want to have, say, like an 808 low kick on it, a snappy, mid sort of punch kick, or like a real hi-hat or soppy sort of kick, just to give that sort of click effect, very, very simple to layer it. You can then obviously, with the mapping, you can change the level, the ADSR, everything like that is instantly mappable here, and within a few sort of movements you've actually got something very, very unique. Now the thing that I absolutely love about it is the fact that you can layer up to 4 different insert effects actually on the pad. So say you've selected your kick drum, you've sculpted it, you've tuned it, it's exactly how you want it, it's pounding, but you want to put on, say, you've got a really, really nice, say, Waves plugin or UAD plugin of like an SSL, for example, channel strip, no problem, you go to the effects mode. You can then go through all the VST's audio units you have on your computer. Now that we give you effects that come with it, varying from modulation effects like phaser, flanges, etc. But say you want something like a particular compressor, or you always use a vintage warmer or something that you always use, you can instantly select it and then it's on there. You then got a send amount, so you can then say how much you want of that effect. If you want it, basically 100%, or only say 20%, just to give it a little flavour, then that's cool. Again, you want to load in a different insert, straight away you can then just go through it. Say you want a gated reverb on a kick or something, select, it's there, change the amount, go in, you can put then another gate, say, on it, you just browse it, and then find whatever plugin that you want to have, say a delay or whatever, select, it's on there. Really, really cool. Obviously on each pad as well, you've got LFO modulation as well. So again, if you want to get a bit of movement, or if you're really wanting to build your own sounds, etc., it's ready to go. Filter, we've got the MPC 3000 filter, as well as a selection of high pass, low pass, the usual kind of tools that you'd expect. Obviously pan. But again, here the sample, you can actually tune each sample. You've got your level control here, as you can see it's instantly mapped, and then you can maybe take it on semitone, fine tuning of those kicks. So again, like for example, if you're working with bass elements or whatever, straight away you can just get it going very quickly. You're not having to go through several different menus, several different settings, going through your computer or your DAW of choice, and getting a bit lost in that. Your creativity is always on the unit, so you're more concerned about getting your groove and your beat going instantly.
Well, that was always the thing with the MPC series, because it was all about the unit.
Yeah.
You've done exactly the same thing here, but it's integrated completely with any software you need it to be integrated.
Exactly.
Yeah, brilliant.
And that's really what we wanted to go with it. And it's going to be arriving in the UK in the end of October. It is October, yeah.
Do you know the price on this?
And it will be $699 UK street.
Okay, $699.
So, fantastic value.
Yeah.
And I will also add, it comes with over 6 gig of sound as well. We have 4 expansion packs which make up the sample library, which basically we've got the 809. What is that?
Yeah.
808, 909.
Yeah.
That's a very cool drum kits, very, very usable sound sets. Again, the classic drum machine sound. We've got one called the Bank, which does everything from basic sine wave right through to orchestral sounds to like full-on synth, like mayhem. We've got one called the Noise, which is kind of like a glitch, kind of chip tune style pack, which is really, really cool. And we've also got one called WUB, which is basically part of our wobble family from Sonobox. And the really cool thing about that is it's really aggressive lead and bass sound. So very cool, very modern, very cutting edge and up-to-date lead sound. So and we're looking at getting other expansions for this as well. So it is very exciting, very exciting stuff.
Well, Alex, thanks so much for explaining that. He explained it really succinctly. Look guys, you need to go out and get this unit, the Akai MPC Renaissance.